Kings 1 Part 6. Then it happened that, in the 480th year after the sons of Israel departed from the land of Egypt, in the 4th year of the reign of Solomon over Israel, in the month of Ziv, which is the 2nd month, the house of the Lord began to be built. Now the house, which King Solomon was building to the Lord, was 60 cubits in length, and 20 cubits in width, and 30 cubits in height. And a portico was before the temple, of 20 cubits in length, in accord with the measure of the width of the temple. And it had 10 cubits of width before the face of the temple. And he made oblique windows in the temple. And upon the wall of the temple, he built panels on all sides, in the walls of the house around the temple and the oracle. And he made side chambers all around. The flooring on the bottom level held 5 cubits in width, and the middle floor was 6 cubits in width, and the third floor held 7 cubits in width. Then he positioned beams on the house all around the outside, in such a way that they would not be fastened to the walls of the temple. Now the house, while it was being built, was made from cut and finished stones. And so, neither mallet, nor chisel, nor any tool of iron was heard in the house while it was being built. The door at the side of the middle section was to the right of the house. And they would ascend along winding stairs to the middle level, and from the middle level to the third level. And he built the house, and finished it. And he overlaid the house with boards of cedar. And he built a paneling over the entire house, 5 cubits in height, and he covered the house with cedar wood. And the word of the Lord came to Solomon, saying, Concerning this house, which you are building, if you will walk in my precepts, and carry out my judgments, and keep all my commandments, advancing by them, I will confirm my word to you, which I spoke to your father David. And I will dwell in the midst of the sons of Israel, and I will not forsake my people Israel. And so, Solomon built the house, and finished it. And he built the walls of the house, on the interior, with panels of cedar, from the floor of the house, to the top of the walls, and even to the ceiling. He covered it with cedar wood on the interior. And he overlaid the floor of the house with panels of spruce. And he built panels of cedar, of 20 cubits, at the back part of the temple, from the floor even to the top. And he made the inner house of the oracle as the Holy of Holies. And the temple itself, before the doors of the oracle, was 40 cubits. And the entire house was clothed with cedar on the interior, having its turnings and junctures artfully wrought, with carvings projecting outward. Everything was clothed with panels of cedar. And no stone at all was able to be seen in the wall. Now he made the oracle in the middle of the house, in the inner part, so that he might station the ark of the covenant of the Lord there. And the oracle held 20 cubits in length, and 20 cubits in width, and 20 cubits in height. And he covered and clothed it with the purest gold. Then, too, he clothed the altar in cedar. Also, the house before the oracle, he covered with the purest gold, and he fastened the plates with nails of gold. And there was nothing in the temple that was not covered with gold. Moreover, the entire altar of the oracle he overlaid with gold. And he made in the oracle 2 cherubim from wood of the olive tree, of 10 cubits in height. One wing of a cherub was 5 cubits, and the other wing of a cherub was 5 cubits, that is, having 10 cubits from the summit of one wing even to the summit of the other wing. Likewise, the second cherub was 10 cubits. And the measure was equal and the work was one, in the 2 cherubim. That is, one cherub had a height of 10 cubits, and similarly the second cherub. And he stationed the cherubim in the middle of the inner temple. And the cherubim extended their wings, and the wing of the one was touching the wall, and the wing of the second cherub was touching the other wall. But the other wings, in the middle of the temple, were touching each another. He also overlaid the cherubim with gold. And all the walls of the temple all around he engraved with diverse carvings and turnings. And he made in them cherubim, and palm trees, and various images, as if these were projecting out, and going forth from, the wall. Then, too, The floor of the house he overlaid with gold within and without. And at the entrance of the oracle, he made little doors, from wood of the olive tree, with posts of 5 corners. And there were 2 doors, from wood of the olive tree. And he carved upon them pictures of cherubim, and images of palm trees, and very prominent figures. And he overlaid these with gold. And he covered the cherubim, as well as the palm trees and the other things, with gold. And he made, at the entrance of the temple, posts from wood of the olive tree, with 4 corners. And 2 doors, from wood of the spruce tree, on the other side. And each door was double, and so it opened by folding upon itself. And he carved cherubim, and palm trees, and very prominent engravings. And he covered everything with gold plates, worked to be perfectly square. And he built the inner atrium with 3 rows of polished stones, and 1 row of cedar wood. In the 4th year, the house of the Lord was founded, in the month of Ziv. And in the 11th year, in the month Bul, which is the 8th month, the house was perfected in all its works and in all its equipment. And he built it for 7 years. Thank you for watching. If you like the content on this channel, please press subscribe, the like button or comment below. We'd love to get your tips. See you next time.